Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you. I just want to take a moment to thank you all for liking, commenting, and following, sharing these videos. By far, the Virgo readings are the most watched, and so I just really appreciate you guys. I love that I can translate these messages that are helpful for you. So let's get into your reading. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. It takes you right to my book online page. All right, Virgo, let's get to your reading. Interesting. The overall energy of the reading is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Feels like who not to work with, something that's unworkable, or people who you don't work well with. So, okay, it looks like right now, it feels like you're walking on eggshells because there's something, someone doesn't want to work with you, someone is withholding. It feels very uncomfortable, really messing with your nervous system, or there's a potential to. Who's the King of Cups? Oh, okay. Okay, I've got two different messages here. There's this King of Cups energy. It feels like this could be your energy. You're very comfortable with your emotions. You're not overwhelmed. You understand what's going on, but it feels like the person that you're not working well with is showing up as the Page of Cups. Not only the Page of Cups, but with the vice versa deck, they've got their back turned to you. So it feels like they're withholding their affection, withholding communication. It feels like this is a very immature person. Has told you what you want to hear. I mean, the levels of maturity here, emotional maturity. It feels like this person just is not at your level. And maybe they're withholding communication as punishment, feels like here. Okay. There's someone also in this energy. Boy, this is a story, huh? So now I'm getting three people in the Three of Pentacles in reverse. It feels like three's a crowd here. That there's a King of Cups I'm perceiving as your energy, Virgo. A Page of Cups with their back turned. And then there's this Queen of Swords energy. With the Hermit in reverse. So there's something, it feels like this Queen of Swords has got something that about you that they don't like. They don't want you to be yourself. They don't want you to shine. This person, usually with the Queen of Swords in the original image, the clouds go up to like yay high, so she has clarity, but the clouds are all the way up. I feel like this Queen of Swords is confused, operating off of something that's not light, something that's not truthful. All right, what do we need to know about this? With the Four of Cups, it feels like you're just tired of whatever this mix is. It feels like you're just tired. There's nothing left here for you. You're tired of the confusion and there's no desire by the people that you can't work with to make anything come together. There's no clarity. There's no mature conversation. It feels like they're trying to make it so you can't move on, so you can't move forward, so you can't really shine and be yourself. All right. Let's look at the hidden blessings, Virgo, is the Seven of Swords. It looks like you're being tactical. It feels like you're keeping your own counsel, that you're not communicating your moves, and that seems very smart because there's almost like, I'm not sure, it feels like you're recognizing that it's best just to make your moves and not talk about it. Keep your own counsel because of this King of Cups and Queen of Swords energy. I think you recognize that someone is very inconsistent. That someone, it might be the Page of Cups is also very inconsistent with their energy. They're immature, but they're also a player, and just a lot of immaturity coming from that Page of Cups energy. It feels like you're not talking to, Ace of Swords in reverse. You recognize you can't talk to this person because they're not playing fair. They're not telling the truth. They're not communicating and not showing up in an upright way. And so you recognize this now. Now you see this. And the blessing is that you understand this. You understand that you need to be tactical. You need to make moves quietly, hidden moves. It's a challenge for you to heal this. It feels like this is very painful. And it feels like you're having to make moves, be tactical, and heal from what's going on, what they've done, how they're trying to block you from being able to move on. It feels like that's a lot, Virgo. That's a lot to deal with. So, all right, what you're leaving behind is the Empress in reverse. You're leaving behind people who cannot create abundance, people who are not abundant, not loving, not caring, not nurturing. Relationships that are not loving, not caring, not nurturing. You're leaving behind people who treat you like an option and people who sell you delusions, illusions. Feels like you're ready to live in this reality, even if it's not what you prefer. Instead of people telling you what you want to hear, you're willing now to see and hear the truth. Even though it's uncomfortable, then at least it's the truth. It's something you can work with, the energy. It looks like you, by being connected with this person, these people, you also received their karma. And so it feels like it was really hard for your luck to shine through in this relationship. You're also leaving behind a lot of fighting, it feels like. A lot of fighting that didn't lead to anything. Ooh, you're also leaving behind people who sell you. Feels like this person tells you it's like future, what is that called? It's like they're selling you what we're going to do in the future, what's amazing, that you're like, oh, okay, I'll stay because that sounds wonderful, but they can't deliver what they say they're going to create with you. It feels like they future faking. It feels like this person, you're leaving behind future faking, someone who can't deliver. They just tell you what you want to hear. And I mean, you're welcome to do all the work, but they don't, they're just, yeah, a lot of emotional and mental manipulation. You're leaving that behind. I think you've matured, and now you, obviously, you're showing up as King of Cups, that it feels like people can't take advantage of your woundedness anymore. All right, Virgo, how to get the most of this energy is celebrate. Four of Wands. Happy home, happy life, enjoy life, get out there, dance, celebrate, what makes you happy. Feels like activating joy, activating celebration is the best way to get the most out of this energy. Instead of, it feels like this person or people, if we add the Queen of Swords energy in it, it feels like they want to keep you so trapped in your head and in your fears. They don't want you to move on. They don't want you to be able to transform yourself. They want to keep you very stuck. And so the very opposite of that is joy and celebration. So think of it this way. Your happiness is an act of rebellion to this energy. Taking back your joy. I'm going to create so much happiness, so much joy. I'm going to populate my calendar with things that make me happy. So things I can look forward to. Whatever it is that you personally like. You know, taking care of yourself, making sure that you enjoy your life instead of, when I get to a certain point, then I'll be happy. Then you're withholding happiness from yourself. The message here is to celebrate, to rejoice, and to find those around you who also want to celebrate and rejoice and have fun. All right, what's supporting you is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Okay, this is the energy that's supporting you. We had the Queen of Swords upright in the overall energy, and there's this feels like she really wanted to block you from being fully yourself. And so now, oh, interesting, okay. It looks like you've led yourself, you've transformed yourself, you've gone through a death and rebirth, or going through, and it's creating this leader inside of you. Whatever these people are trying to do, it feels like it's not having the effect they wanted. As a matter of fact, you're doing the opposite You're becoming stronger. You're transforming parts of yourself. You're stepping into leadership. And it feels like you're just ignoring these people, and because you don't receive what they're doing and how they're behaving as love, so you're like, no thanks, I'll pass. And I get the feeling that it feels like this king of, or the, not the king of cups, but the page of cups energy feels like they're watching you from afar, because it doesn't look like you're communicating. It feels like if you're communicating, it's just the facts, just you're not really communicating like you used to. You maybe gone gray rock, or pulled your energy away, turned your back on that energy, and it feels like they're really experiencing not having your light, not having your love, not having your care. What's interesting is it's a very confusing reading these other people in the reading. Not your energy, but these other energies. It's like they expected you to not leave. Feels like they said a lot about, oh, Virgo will never leave. Virgo, no matter what I do, you know, I mean, they don't have leadership qualities or whatever. It feels like they were planning on you taking this behavior and still allowing them to have access to you. But the thing is, the more you let go of this energy, the faster your energy rises and things start changing. Anything else? No. All right, what to be mindful of is the 9 of Wands. Wounded warrior, protecting your space. You might be very defensive right now. So I get that going through this, there's a defensiveness, a woundedness about your energy. So when I've done readings, personal readings for people who are in this 9 of Wands energy, and they're so wounded and so guarded and defensive that any communication from me, no matter how loving, is wounded, is adding to the woundedness. It's like they're so wounded and so sensitive that everything hurts, emotionally, mentally, maybe even physically. And it reminds me of animals that have like mange on their skin, and their skin's covered. And so even if you want to help that animal that has mange by wrapping them and grabbing them and taking them to help them, it hurts. They perceive it as being someone's trying to hurt them because they are just very wounded. And so even if someone is trying to help them, they perceive everything as more wounding. I've been in that space too. I've been so in that energy of 9 of Wands that even people who are friendly, that are just doing their best, everything felt like I couldn't get the help I needed. I wasn't even sure what that was, but there's this, wounded. So if you are feeling very wounded and very guarded, and this is an opportunity to go within, to start addressing and allowing yourself in that beautiful King of Cups energy to feel what you're feeling, to not run away from it. This is the way through to healing, is through the woundedness, is allowing yourself to feel what's happening instead of trying to escape it. And also a little bit of knowledge that I know when I am feeling, when I'm in my wounds, when I'm feeling wounded, that everything through that lens of wounded feels like another attack, another wound. So being mindful of, there's nothing wrong with being in Nine of Wands energy, but just recognizing, okay, from this space, I might be perceiving everything as hurting, as hurtful, and I might be projecting onto others who are doing the best they can to help, but it feels like you can't receive it that way. It keeps causing more pain. There's also, because everything that you see is betrayal, is from this space. Everything is purposeful, and there's inability to connect with satisfaction. So everything is dissatisfying. Everything feels like people are out to get you and trying to cause some type of harm. All right, what's this last? What to be mindful of? It feels like around communication. Feels like teaching yourself a new way of being willing to see the truth, being willing to have the truth, even though it might be an uncomfortable truth. Feels like learning how to move through this woundedness. I think you're a lot further along than you think you are. It feels like you have an opportunity to do some healing here. And on the other side of this woundedness, what you have to look forward to is strength, an internal type of strength and courage, and an understanding of who you are, a confidence. It's almost like you were torn down, and now you have this opportunity to build yourself back, build back better, but in a way that's really authentic and strong and empowered from the inside. So you don't have to stay in this wounded, defensive state. You can move through the woundedness, face your fears, feel what you're feeling, and come out the other side a very confident person, very secure individual, and inner strength. So, all right, Virgo, I hope that was helpful. Take care. Bye.